After the success of Vivo's last flagship with undoubtedly great cameras, Vivo's just launched the Vivo X200 Pro. That is what we're checking out in this video. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Really excited because I'm in China right now for the Vivo X200 Pro launch. And what do we have here? In this video, we're going to be taking our first look at Vivo's newest flagship. I'm going to tell you what's new and what to be excited about. We're of course going to check out its camera and do a quick camera tour, and we'll do some sample shots. Let's go. But first, let's unbox. So what's the highlight of this phone? First of all, this thing reps a 200 megapixel telephoto camera, and it does 100 times zoom on photo and 20 times zoom on video. At the event in Beijing, Vivo showed off how to use these telephoto cameras, and spoiler, they're more than just for those zoomed in moonshots, which admittedly this phone does great at. These shooters do great telephoto portraits with motion capture, and you can see the details of the falling leaves in these photos. And there's even a new 135mm portrait mode. You can even do macro shots with these telephoto cameras, and photos were coming out pretty good. And you can even do 4K HDR cinematic portrait video on this. Let's take a closer look at this phone. So we have two colors right now. I have to say this one looks amazing, but also slightly harder to shoot because it is a smooth back. What we unboxed was this color, and this one is a nice matte back. Obviously, we can see those cameras there. This one being the periscope, that's still a sizable camera module, and you still get nice details on those edges. But what I will point out though is how this phone now has flat sides as opposed to the curved edges of the Vivo X100. Now on this side, you have a volume rocker, unlock button, SIM tray, USB-C port, speakers, clean other side and top. Now despite having flat sides though, you can see that that screen is still slightly curved, and I like that little touch. You guys know I like curved screens, so that little touch makes it a little bit better for me. Now this is a sizable phone, but what's interesting is that alongside this in China, they did launch a Vivo X200 Pro Mini, and there's one in pink. And this is the size difference between those two phones, and it's not just that it's pink, I just really prefer smaller phones. Unfortunately, this Mini, as of now, will only be sold in China. Now, one cool mode on this phone is the street photographer mode, and you double tap the volume down button and you get here for quick photos. This mode is gonna be easy to pull up in a pinch when you wanna take photos. And all the settings are here, really handy. Up top, you can even add presets, more settings, and then you also have different filters and access to the photos you just took. Right, let's do a quick camera tour. So you have video, of course, wide 1x, 2x, 3.7x or 85mm, 10x up until 20x. And then back to wide. Now you have your flash settings. You have a steady mode, you have Dolby Vision, and you can shoot up until 8K 30 FPS or 4K 120 60 or 30 FPS on this phone. On the other side, you have portrait video, and this now can do 4K, which is amazing. You have 1x, 2x, There you go, 3.7x, and look at that blurred background. And you can zoom well up until 3.7x. You can also adjust your bokeh. You have your different beauty mode settings. You also have your different filters as well. Under more, you have high resolution, slow-mo, a pro mode, time-lapse, pano mode. There's an interesting stage mode, and this is supposedly for concerts and stuff like that. Now on the other side, on photo, you can do wide, 1x, 2x, 3.7, 10x up until, and this is crazy, look, that's 100 times zoom. And then back to wide. That's how far it zooms in. And then you also, of course, have your flash, you have your live photo mode, and then you have these different modes with Zeiss Natural. You have your macro mode, super macro mode setting here, which is pretty cool. And then you have more settings here. On the other side, you have portrait, of course, and you have 23, 35, 50, 85, 135 millimeter. You can adjust your bokeh here, and there are even like different shapes for the bokeh lights. This is a cute little feature. You have your beauty modes, you have your little filters, but actually what's so interesting is the portrait lens kit settings that give you different options. This mode is highly recommended. It's pretty dramatic and really cool. On the other side, you have your landscape mode, and it can do wide up until 200x as well. You have your pano mode here, you have a planetarium, and then you have a snapshot mode. Now onto the selfies. So you have your portrait mode, and that is also available on Selfie. You can change the amount of bokeh, and these little Zeiss filters are available as well. You have your beauty mode here, you have your different filters, and then you have your photo. Can you zoom in? Oh, you can. You also have your filters. On video, you can shoot 4K 60 FPS. That's cool. Can I zoom in? You can zoom in 2x. Nice! There's also portrait video, no zoom though, and it's only 1080p at 30 FPS. That was our quick camera tour. Let's look at some sample shots. That, folks, was our first look at the Vivo X200 Pro. As of release now, I can tell you these phones have monster cameras. The zooms and the portraits and the macro on this, just amazing. But of course, it's just our first look, so let me know what you'd want me to test out on this phone. If you want to see a camera vlog test or a social media test, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. That's it for today. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's IsaDoes_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Till next time.